What if you could explore your surroundings with real hands-on experience? Not just observing the events and activities around you, but to become part of them. To know what it's like to be an actor in the play or a kickboxer in the ring. Would you do it? Would you have what it takes?
All right, President Martin, it's time we fight like ninjas.
My arch enemy, the brown helmet.
Oh, I didn't know this was gonna be a Shanai fight.
Run away.
Hey man, I gotta edit. Can I get into the closet?
I'm in the video editing closet right now, man.
Well, do you want this intro done or what?
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. You could come in the closet for about 15 minutes, but then I need to get back in.
Okay, deal.
All right. This editing space thing is driving me nuts. I gotta get this thing resolved. This is getting ridiculous.
How you doing, Red?
Hey, big guy. What are you doing up in a tree?
Oh, just hanging out between some branches.
There wouldn't be an editing branch up there, would there?
Why, are those monkeys giving you trouble again?
Well, something like that.
Why don't you go see my friend Dr. Martin? He'll help you out with some space.
The country singer? I didn't even know he was a doctor.
He's the president of the university you attend, Red. He'll hook you up nice and sweet.
Oh, that Michael Martin. Well, okay, I'll go get paused and we'll get right on it. We're here with Dr. Michael Martin, president of NMSU University. We're here in your office is discussing what it takes to be a university president. Now, I know that when you came in to the university here, you kind of came with a unique vision, and you called that vision the One University. Can you explain a little bit about the university?
Yeah, I can. Here's part of the context. New Mexico State University is a very good university. One of the problems is the rest of the country doesn't fully know it. And the other reality is that New Mexico State's a very good university that has a real opportunity to get better. But I don't believe it can get better in segments. Most universities are sort of divided into silos or whatever you want to call them, stovepipes. New Mexico State University is not big enough to have the critical mass to be strong without coming together around some common themes. And I do believe we have the chance to be one of the institutions in this part of the country, certainly in New Mexico, that can raise our national stature, raise our visibility, attract strong faculty, have our students leave here being honored across the country because they come from a strong institution. But it starts with making our presence known as a single institution, not the College of Engineering separate from the College of Agriculture and Home Economics, not the journalism department separate from physics, but as a single university, all with the same set of objectives, the same value system, and therefore the same strategy for moving ahead. So what I've tried to do is create some cross-cutting themes at the university that pull us together as opposed to separate us. And some of it's big and some of it's little and some of it's more psychological than substantive. But it all contributes to, I hope, a series of events and a passage of time in which New Mexico State emerges on the national and international stage as a great institution, as opposed to a place that has some very good people but do not come together around some common thing.
What did you think of him changing the mascot from Pistol Pete to Lasso Pete?
I actually liked it, but I know a lot of other people didn't. I like it. I think a lot of other universities have that kind of look, and so I think it just kind of brought us up to that.
Yeah, it kind of brought us together. Almost like he lassoed us.
One of the first things that you did coming to this university was attacking the mascot.
Yeah.
You know, you basically you
yeah.
desecrated him. You took his guns away. You gave him a little sissy rope.
Well, I think we got to get to. I know the Great Pistol Pete controversy continues to rage out there, and perhaps it's a good thing. I mean, perhaps it's a way for people to vent on something that's really not very important, and as a consequence, we can whatever the outcome.
What's the history behind
that?
I mean,
first of all, the Pistol Pete controversy started long before I came. When they started the branding initiative here 3 years ago under Jay Gouge, they hired a firm to look at how we project ourselves on the national level. And one of the things they discovered is our name, the Aggies. If you ask 100 people outside of New Mexico who the Aggies are, 99 will tell you Texas A&M. And if you show 100 people outside of New Mexico Pistol Pete, 99 will say it's
Sooners.
Oklahoma State.
Right.
So when you're marketing yourself on a national level, if your two principal symbols symbolize somebody else, that's not good marketing. That's why Nissan has chosen not to create the Corvette, because somebody has it already. So that's the first issue. That happened long before I got here. That was underway. I simply participated in that process. There was a lot of conversation about how to create symbols for NMSU that sent a message that we were unique. The other reality of Pistol Pete is he's only been around for about 30 years max. The first time anyone can find him appearing on the scene was the mid-'70s. Michael Schwickert, who does a radio show, did deep analysis of this and have written 2 articles about it. He belonged to Oklahoma State since the 1920s. Oklahoma State asserted that in court and indeed won the assertion that he is a copyrighted symbol of Oklahoma State. Maybe every department ought to have a mascot. Maybe math ought to have Calculus Katie, right? I mean, maybe the motor pool ought to have Ricky Radiator.
Perhaps Red could be the mascot
for the
of journalism. That would be all right. I know that there's several journalism teachers who wouldn't.
Welcome to the show. We've got Pistol Pete, famous mascot from New Mexico State University. He's here with us today. We've got a few questions. First question on the agenda. Your weapons. This pistol. Don't you believe that a lasso serves more functionality in today's world than pistols do?
Tell you something about agriculture. You need a gun. You need a gun. You out there and then those prairie dogs come up at you and try to attack you. And you go, well, what are you going to do when a prairie dog come attack you? You're going to rabies. You got to shoot him with a gun. You ain't going to lasso his ass. They're too little. They're too little to lasso. That's what I'm telling you. And one time I did lasso a prairie dog. Now he bit me anyway.
Oh, you silly cowboy, you. Oh, your whole on-the-range mentality is so clever and refreshing.
You think I'm stupid, huh? Because I wear a cowboy hat.
What do you say about the new image of yourself, sir? The new revamped, almost Rock Hudson-y type of look.
Rock Hudson-y? A Brokeback Mountain crap. I don't need that. I'll tell you something. Mr. Michael Martin, well, I'm sorry, Dr. Michael Martin.
Doctor, yes, doctor.
Doctor, what the hell he the doctor? I'll tell you what, if I was sick, I'd never go see him.
No, he's rather an enjoyable fellow, actually, I've come to find.
Maybe so, but I still wish he hadn't taken my pistols away.
Yes, well, with the new times come change. And we have to take a step forward, as Michael Martin.
But I was gonna break down, balls. What the hell?
No, Pistol Pete, it's okay. There will be another day for you.
I just wanted to be a mascot.
But we can come back strong, together, as one university. Yes, Dr. Michael Martin, that is what he believes in.
All right, now that's something he finally said that made sense. Well, I suppose Dr. Martin's not so bad after all, monkey.